Man, there's no other feeling than having a giant whitetail buck less than 50 yards away from you, but yet somehow you just can't quite pull off a shot. 1 year ago, we made a video where we deer hunted from a tree stand for white-tailed deer. We had a lot of fun doing it and we failed many times, but eventually we did get some success. Well, today I want to do something very similar, except for this time, what we have going on is I have 3 really good spots that I found big shooter bucks, and there's one spot that I have, well, something pretty special in the end. Alright, so we're just approaching our first spot here, and this spot actually has a couple of somewhat decent whitetail. They're not giant, but they're definitely decent. And the buck that I want is going to be like a 180 plus. So our goal is to get over there, and I have a tree stand set up right in that tree right there. Now there's basically 2 separate herds. We got this herd here, which they're starting to leave right now, but then there's another herd that feeds down over in here, and in fact, that right there is our buck that we're looking for. He's a solid whitetail buck, and I'm really hoping that he comes into range. Now this first spot is far from ideal, but it could definitely work out. So you'll see what I'm talking about once we get up in here. But basically what we're looking at is we have one little pocket right here, but if the deer decide to trot through here really quick, we're probably not gonna see them. And if they go behind us, they could easily go behind that hill there and we won't see them. But honestly, this is pretty much the only location we can actually set up a tree stand in this whole area. I've been searching this area for a long time now to try and find a spot where we can put a tree stand up, but this is the only spot that we could put it up. So hopefully it works out. All right, well, we got a nice buck coming right past us here. He's about 20 yards out. Oh, what do we got right behind him? Oh, that's the buck that we wanted. He's coming in fast. He's gonna go right underneath our tree stand. Dropped him. What a nice shot. Took a really tough angle, but we dropped him right on the spot. Yeah, that's the nice 8 that we wanted. He's down right there. So there we go, guys. First buck down. All right, guys, here he is. I know what you're thinking. The angle of a shot that we took there was very, very risky, but that was really all we had. If he would have kept on walking, he would have been gone, you know? So we went for the shot and we dropped him right there. Let's pick him up. Wow, look at what we hit. From a straight on angle, we got left lung, liver, and stomach 23 yards out, and there's our 180 plus right there. 183.74 whitetail buck, and he's down. All right, this next spot is actually a spot where we had a couple really, really beautiful whitetails. Not just one, but there's 2 giant whitetail bucks out here. They're both 200 plus. So I'm honestly thinking that this should be a pretty good setup. Wind is looking good, and normally what they do is they come in from this top ridge up here, and typically they'll come down here and feed. So hopefully we get eyes on them. The only problem is here, they could come in from any direction. They could come in from over here, and we would never see them until they got behind us, or they could come from in this brush over here, and we might not see them till the last second. But, well, all we can do now is wait. All right, guys, we just got movement. We got a couple of nice bucks out of our direction there. Got a somewhat of a decent buck out in the front. Not a giant. Now, remember, we got some really, really nice bucks in this area, so we don't want to be taking down the first buck that we see. We really, really don't. Although that's a great looking buck coming in. He's a 180 plus. There should be a 200 plus somewhere around here. All right, so the doe's going to come right underneath us. Man, she's going right under us. And I honestly can't believe this, but we are passing up this nice 8-point buck. He's going right past us. Got another buck coming in here as well. Definitely nowhere near a shooter. But there should be a big buck somewhere around here still. There's another buck there. Oh my god, there he is. There he is, guys. He's 38 yards out from us. Perfectly broadside, right there. Let's get ready. Draw him back. Smoked him. Perfect shot. Big buck down. Holy. Man, what a rush. He snuck in on the backside. We never even had a clue where he was. Next thing you know, he's standing right there, perfectly broadside, 40 yards out. Help for the front shoulder, compensate for that wind, and let one fly. And he went straight down. What a nice little pocket we had right there, huh? Perfect little pocket. So the doe's gonna stop right there and she's gonna feed. But there's definitely a couple more bucks in the area. And even if that decent buck comes in, whether we think he's actually big enough or not, this time we're for surely not going to be passing him up. What do we got right there? Oh, there he is. Oh my god, another giant buck right there. 50 yards out. 50 yards out from us. Oh, he's trying to get downwind of us. I mean, it's a little ways out for a shot. Not gonna lie, it's definitely a good little poke out there. I would absolutely love for that buck to come just a tad bit closer. Oh, we got more deer moving in the background. Off to the right side, we got 2 deer coming in. Man, there's no other feeling than having a giant whitetail buck less than 50 yards from you, but somehow you just can't quite pull off a shot. The adrenaline is real. We got deer all around us. They're trying to bust us. And all we can do is be patient and wait for him to turn to give us that shot. He's moving, he's moving. He's perfectly broadside, 40 yards out, but he's in too much brush for a shot. We gotta be patient. Gotta be extremely patient right now. Oh my god, that's almost a shot. That is almost a shot. Ooh, that's a shot, that's a shot. Not quite. There's some brush right there, and I really don't want to hit that brush. Just can't quite get one in there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. That's a shot, that's a shot. Got him! We smoked him. Oh my god, what a rush. Holy, these bucks are so smart. And honestly, you could sit there and say like it was a super risky shot, but at the same time, you don't realize how long we have to wait to get a shot. And if we have somewhat of a shot, we just got to take it. Otherwise, who knows when we're going to get a potential another shot. Unless that's him. Oh, that's got to be him there. Yeah, that's probably him. He is not a shooter. Getting a call from the doe back up over in here. Quite a ways out over there. I can't see her yet, but... Oh, there's our buck. There's our buck. There's our shooter buck. That's the one that we wanted. That's the decent buck that we passed up before. He's holding tight at about 80 yards out. That's going to be a little too far for a shot, but the wind is blowing right towards him, and we just might have to take that shot. We just might. Hold low, hold far back, compensate for that wind and the drop. Well, we definitely hit him. But I think I hit him a little too far back. The 420s don't have a ton of penetration. So I'm thinking we hit him good. Just didn't get far enough in there to get vitals. Like, I'm pretty sure we probably got tested. Where'd this buck come from? Another good buck. Another really good buck. 80 yards out. Okay. Again, we're going to have to take this shot. I don't absolutely want to take this shot, but we don't have a choice because the wind is blowing right towards him. Oh, look at that. The wind pushed it far back again. It is, in fact, going to take him down, though. Holy, he took one step forward. And that arrow went way far back, but our buck is down right there. So that means we should have both bucks down as well. And that's going to total us at 4 different bucks out of this one tree stand. Another buck right there as well, but we're going to be passing him up because he is not quite big enough for a shooter. But man, what a rush. 1 tree stand, 4 bucks, and 2 giants. Alright, that's going to be kind of a difficult track job. The last place we saw him run off to is like right there. So I'm going to kind of mark the direction that he was at. Probably somewhere over there. Well, if I can mark. Yeah, that's about where our buck should be. But for now, we're going to hop down. We're going to pick up, well, both of our big bucks. Let's get down there and go take a look. Holy, patience definitely paid off big time for this one, guys. Ended up getting two 200 plus whitetails back to back, less than 15 yards apart. But right here's our big buck. Smoked him at 40 yards out from us. Let's take a look at this buck right here. It's going to be a 213 gold. Perfect double lung shot, 40 yards out of the tree stand. Absolutely smoked that beautiful whitetail buck right there, and our biggest buck of the hunt. All right, now we got another buck down right here. This is the second big whitetail. We took a super tough angle for a shot, but look at the mass on that buck. Holy, that's a big buck. Let's pick him up. It's going to be a 216 gold. Pulled off a pretty incredible, I mean, for the fact that we could hardly even see it. Perfectly centered, double lung shot at 36 yards out. And another huge whitetail down out of the tree stand. All right, so this is basically a hunter's worst nightmare, and that is it's starting to rain right now. We do have two different deer that are intestine hit, which are not ideal for tracking, but we're gonna have to get on the track here pretty soon so we don't lose any chance of finding this buck. You guys are not gonna believe this, but our marker is less than 20 yards out from where that buck should be. Look at this right here. Our buck is piled up less than 20 yards out from where I thought he was gonna be. But here he is. Let's take a look at him. And we actually didn't get... Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I mean, really? Look at that shot. 88 yards. And we barely dropped below the heart and lung and intestine. Everything. Just barely dropped low. But we got him. 177, and that's all that counts. Yeah, I compensated for the drop. I was trying to be too realistic. You know, if you're taking a far shot at a deer, there's a good chance it's going to be able to react to that shot and try and duck your shot. Well, they don't exactly duck in the game. But here's our buck right here. Took him at 81 yards out, and this thing took a couple steps forward. And that is why we hit him so far back. He actually would have been a gold. 194.3. I don't know where this buck even came from. But got him in the intestine at 81 yards. And a solid buck down. Indeed. Now this last spot, I've been saving for you guys. This is the best spot I've been saving for last. It's got a super awesome whitetail. I'm talking a 180 plus piebald rare buck. And it also has a 200 plus beautiful whitetail buck. So we actually found a decent spot here to set up our tree stand, which is tight into this brush. And the reason it's a good spot is because they're not going to be able to skyline us from behind, because we have a bunch of trees all around us, and we have a nice little valley right here where the whitetail should be bedding. And eventually, once they're ready to come down here and drink, they should work their way right down here along the edge of this trail and go right underneath our tree stand down here to go get a drink at the river, which is about 400 yards out. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'll tell you what, when that whitetail comes in, we're gonna have to make a decision pretty quick because, well, we only have one shot we can take, and there's two really special bucks here. All right, guys, we got movement. We got movement. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 does coming in the front. And a buck right there. I don't think it's the buck that we want, but it's definitely a buck. And then there's a couple more coming in the back. Back out here. Ooh, that's a solid looking buck. 180 plus for sure. Ooh, that's a big buck. Look at that thing coming in. Holy, that's a big buck. So we got this beautiful whitetail coming in here, 180 plus. And there's the giant buck coming in. 180 plus as well. Oh, there's a bear coming in too. Look at that. Got a sow coming in here. Where is the special buck? I don't know. I honestly don't know where. I saw a motion way back up in there somewhere. Oh, right there. That's not our buck either. All right, what's that noise? There's something right underneath. Oh my God, that's him. That's him. That's him. That's him. Oh my God, we dropped him straight below us. What a shot. A rare piebald whitetail buck. I can't believe we passed up that huge 13-point whitetail buck to take this thing down. And it almost didn't pay off, but it definitely did. Oh, we got him. But this is our rare gold potential piebald whitetail buck. And guys, he is laying right underneath our tree stand. I mean, right underneath our tree stand. Look at, our stand is right there and our buck is right there. Shot him right in the middle of the spine. Nothing else we could really do, but let's pick him up and have a look. He's gonna be a gold! Yes! A 209.47 gold piebald whitetail buck, 9 yards away, right below the tree stand. Take a look at that shot. We centered him right directly in the middle of the spine. Got double lung, liver, and intestine, as well as spine. And we dropped him right on the spot. I've always wanted to take down a deer directly below me with a bow. I've never taken that shot before. I feel like that would be so cool to do in real life. But we did it that time, and we got ourselves a super sweet gold rare piebald whitetail buck. 209.47 gold piebald whitetail down. Man, that was awesome. And that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.